Okay, I can't begin to say how excited I am about this. It seems like a long time in the making, doesn't it? However, school thought that this was going to take years and years and years. And I'm absolutely delighted to come back. I can't tell you how excited I am. And, you know, I'm sorry that the children are not here tonight, but obviously, you know, we understand why they're not here tonight. But I can't wait to see what's beyond this door. I know that the KHS Friends worked really hard, and I know that Lindsay has put an awful lot of work in to coordinate it. But most of all, a huge thank you to yourselves for all of your commitment and for seeing it through, particularly at this difficult time with COVID and the regulations of things. I really appreciate it. I know school very much do, and I know that Paul's here to represent school, as well as, you know, we've got representatives from KHS Friends. But, you know, thank you so much. This really is a dream come true for me, but it's most definitely a dream come true for our children. So thank you very much. So can we go in? Can I open it and can we go in? Do you want me to actually cut it?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
To actually cut it. Okay, so here we go. Kirkleatham Hall School, sound and light.
Almost. Forward.
Almost, here we go. Oh, wow. Can you imagine being a child?
Exactly. I mean,
you know, that's the thing. You have to imagine yourself being a child coming into this room. It bears no resemblance to the room that we had before. It means that they can control their own environment, which they're not able to do in any other setting. And I think the technology in this room is life-changing for some of our children. Absolutely life-changing. Children with the most complex needs can use it, but all of our community can use it, so it can support social, emotional, mental health. You know, our children have a lot of challenges, particularly at the minute, like we said earlier, understanding the world, and just to be able to come in here and put all of that to one side for 15 or 20 minutes. Absolutely incredible.
So I'll start with this area. This area was designed with our PMLD in mind, so profound multiple learning difficulty pupils, who have very little mobility themselves, and we've got hoisting up the top here so we can transfer them from their wheelchairs and down onto this bed. Now this is actually a vibro bed. If you want to come and pop your hand on there, you can feel the music coming through there, so they get a full sensation of what's happening throughout the room. So when we've got pupils laying down here, we've got the bubble wall that they can touch, but then they can also interact with the colours on here. So we've got switch paddles that can be used, and they have the ability to change the colours, and then the ability to switch it off and switch switch it back on again. It doesn't just pick up the sounds from whatever's coming through the projector, it'll also pick up any sounds that come through the speakers, because we can also connect through Bluetooth with music as well. What we've also got are the fibre optics. So they can be laid over the pupils, and this can be moved anywhere within the room. So in this corner as well, we've got a star just above us. So a few bits of the equipment have these switches available, and so you can choose the colour of the lights that are coming through. So they have full control. And again, if we've got pupils who maybe don't have the ability to touch these buttons, we can again use the paddle switches, and then that can be used to change the colours also. Rainbow light. So similar to your disco light, but it's actually projecting the colours out of it, and it goes quite slowly, so it's not too invasive. Just nice gentle lights. Again, we've got the switch for it, so the children can change the colours. So you've got a range of 4 colours, and then you can change it so all of them are twinkling. And this is an interactive bubble tube. Again, we've got the switch control, so the colours can be changed, and then they can have the effect where the ability to switch the bubbles off and switch it back on again. Whenever we looked at equipment for this room, it was really important that we could have all of our pupils to be able to come in and use it. So that included our wheelchair users. So all of the equipment the wheelchairs can get up to. We do have mats that I've just put at the side there for the little ones to kneel on and sit on while they're in front of the equipment. But for the purposes of today, I just took them up so we've got a bit more room. But then also this as well. We had it specially designed so we can move the padding out of the way, and then the wheelchair user can go right up to the bubble tube as well. So nothing is off limits. Electronics round here, which I'll show you the mood light first of all. Now the mood light, when we first started our journey of KHS Friends fundraising for the room, the Ellen Timney Foundation actually gave us some money to choose some equipment. So this has been sitting in one of our storage cupboards for well over the year. And it just blended in so well with the other equipment that we got as well. All of these work pretty similar, so it's going to be really easy for the staff and the children to use. So you put it on, and then there's a range of programs that you can run through, and each one has a range from about 8 to 14 programs, depending on what program you have it on. Then from program 6 to 10, it's sound activated. Is where the switch comes into it again. So the children have control of what colours they can bring up. Step light and the mood light both have programs which can be sound activated. So this one is just automatic, going up and down. That's sound activated as well. So there's a number of programs with that one.
Brilliant.
And this one can be used with the paddle switches as well. So depending on the program, depends on what the action is from it. One that is the only one that they can actually touch and have a reaction from. So you can just hear faint sounds there, and it builds. So the lighting around the edge here can change this as well.
Yeah.
We have control of the brightness of it as well. This is set at about 35. 100% is far too intense.
Yeah.
But this is just a nice effect that we've got. Depending on which way it lands, it changes the colour. Just takes a minute to warm up.
The colour of the room.
Yeah.
Wow.
So wherever it's thrown,
Yeah.
and it's all the control is in the middle, and that's protected by a lot of foam. So this can actually be thrown in around the room, which it will do over time. So the colours changing with the sound.
As well.
Yeah, and then you can have the rainbow
Yes.
shades.
So for those children who are really, really passive, you can kind of excite them in this room.
Yeah.
But for those children who are very excitable, you can choose the colours that calm them in this room.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Perfect.
So the projector, which is based over there, originally I wanted it here, so we didn't get any of the shadows. But when we had it there, when the guys came, the engineers came to install it, I had an image about that big.
Yeah.
For the cost of it,
Yes.
I may as well have got a TV.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
put it over there for me,
Yeah.
and it just gives a much better effect.
Yes.
Coloured tables.
Oh yeah.
And these tables are really good as well because they can work with dark shapes on there as well
Yeah.
for the silhouettes. This is a breakout area. Sometimes, certainly with the old room, it could be a bit too intense for some of our children.
Yeah.
So just a bit of a breakout area
Yeah.
where they can sit and just relax. And also they can use this area for some light equipment,
Yes.
UV torches.
Yeah.
So we've got little bits of equipment around the school that we can use in there as well. Looks like an industrial fan, but specially designed so little fingers can't get to the main bit there. The idea for this came because of some of our visually impaired pupils. We've got a pupil especially who loves fans in the summer. He can hear the fan, he can hear the motors, he can feel it. So this piece of kit, it can work with a switch or without. So this one, you can just feel a gentle breeze coming out there. And then it's a big gust of wind.